straight glory. Put the clouds slide over me. This beat is a chemical. Beat is a chemical. When the leaf don't save my soul, I'll be back when it's all complete. The moment is medical. Moment is medical. Living on straight glory.
Hey guys, Xthamor here and welcome back to another command block tutorial. As you can see, I'm in the above and beyond realm and we are going to be doing some command blocks on the speed climb that you can see behind me. Okay, so what we want to do, let's quickly turn around, get flying over here. Tell you a little bit of the aim of the game. You get two players, you have a beginner and a hard. Okay, so we're going to be sorting out the beginner. Wall climb, take a ladder that are in there, and as you can see, you got to build the ladder to get to the top as quick as possible against your opponent. Now, this has no automation whatsoever, so once the ladder is there, it is there until someone comes along, i.e. admin or the owner, Mr. H, and he comes along and breaks all the ladder that's been there and then replaces them in the chest. Now what we're going to do is we're going to automate it, so as soon as you get to the top, you can press a button on your winning side that you are on. It will give you a little message saying that you're the winner, play a little jingle maybe, and then it will teleport you back down there. And then once it's done that, we'll also get rid of all the ladders that have been placed, and then all the ladders will be cloned back into here using more command blocks and so on. If you are interested in making a similar thing, let's have a quick look. I'm pretty sure Mr. H won't mind because I don't think he or myself have seen any game like this, and especially where we're using command blocks and everything else. So if you are interested in building something like this, I mean, hence why I'm doing the tutorial right here, right now, you can then build something very similar in your own realms, in your own worlds, and then, you know, have a way of automating it so then you don't have to be there every single time to replace stuff and fix it all up once people have played. First thing we're going to do is give ourselves a command block, / give at self command _ block. You should all know by now, but if you don't, there it is. Press enter, you've got yourself a command block. So we're going to be digging down right here. Whee! And down right here. Now we're going to have a row of command blocks going all the way down, and I say all the way down. And we're going to have a row on this side as well. So I do believe I need about 5 or 6. Okay, so we're going to need 5 command blocks for this. So need it to be facing downwards like so. 2, 3. And then if I get rid of that, get rid of that, jump down here. Oh, I've gone too far. So that's 3, 4, and 5, just like so. We could do the exact same on the other side, get them ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like so. Let's quickly get rid of this block and that block so we can access the command blocks from down here. And first one is going to be a impulse unconditional need redstone, and in the command line we're going to be typing this. Okay, so the first part we're going to be typing / title at player with an open square bracket. Now we're going to come out of here, and now what we want to do from that open square bracket, we're going to be putting some coordinates that are basically going to tell the title only display at the player that's in a radius of this block of this square up here. So it's not going to play to someone who's on this side who's losing. Okay, so we want the coordinates of this center block right here. I'm just going to take a quick mental note, and then we're going to go back into the command block. Now obviously your coordinates are going to differ, but this is what we're going to have to put. X equals then the first coordinate, comma, y equals then the center coordinates or the middle coordinates, another comma, and then z equals like this, and the final set of coordinates, another comma, one final comma, a space, and then we want r equals, and then a radius of 3, and then close those square brackets, because we will have to test this. We need to make sure that if I stand on this side and press the button, will I get the message, because we don't want it to cross this particular block that I'm standing on. So we want it to play for this block, that block, and that block only. So basically in this area it will play to the winning side. And then once we've done that, we finish off the command with title and then the message itself. So it'd be winner. There we go, and then nice little exclamation mark. Alright, so that's the first command. Now let's get a button real quick and test this out to make sure that it is actually going to work right there. So let's just quickly put this down as a temporary block. I'm going to press this button from over here, and as you can see, I do not get a message. But if I stand here, I get the message. Let's just make sure that it works all the way around. Wait for that to disappear. So yes, that is it. So we do want a radius of 3, so that'd be 1, 2, 3. And just to make sure, not that it should affect anything, but yes, if we stand on this block, we don't get the message. And that is absolutely perfect. So test number 1 complete. All is good. Now for the rest of the commands. In the second command, we want to change it to a chain, unconditional, always active. And now we're going to do the exact same. So what I'm going to do is quickly copy and paste from here. Control A, copy, and then paste. And we're going to change winner to loser. And then we're also going to change the coordinates to match on the opposite side in this center block. So as you can see there, I've changed the 14678 from 14672. This is the particular coordinate that I've had to change, and we've also changed it to loser. So once again, let's get a block out. I'll leave it there actually, just so we can test it. And if I stand on this side, press the button, I get loser. Stand on this side, I get winner. You see how that works? Okay, so now that that is done, we go into our third command, chain unconditional always active, and now we want to do a fill command. It'll be / fill, and then you want to get the coordinates of the area that you want to fill. So in this particular case, it will be from this bottom corner right here. So let's quickly just put a block there and a block there. Actually, why not? Don't need that one. Okay, so it'll be from this here. So I'm going to take those coordinates. In fact, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to / fill right here. Take the coordinates, it'll be 1, 4. In my case, yours will be different. Press enter. Get rid of that block because we don't need it. And then it'll be on this side at the very top. So it'll be right here. You take those coordinates. So I'm going to go back into my chat, press up on the D-pad, and then type in those coordinates. I'm going to Control A and copy that now. I'm going to go back to my command block. Let's break that. Go back to my command block, and then let's get rid of this. Control V to copy that, and then we want to follow it up with air 0 replace ladder, and that's that command. Let me just move the mouse out of the way so you can see. So fill coordinates air 0 replace ladder. As you can see, there are ladders there, and if we quickly press the button, the ladders have now gone. I got the winner sign because I was on the winner side, and there you go. So they're all gone, and then that resets everything there for you. Done and dusted. Next, what we want to do in the fourth command is basically a teleport command. So what I'm going to do, just because, is I'm going to get a copy of this. So Control A, copy that, come down to my fourth command, paste it, get rid of winner and title, and remove this title, and it'll be / TP at player in those coordinates. Okay, so once you've got the square brackets, the x equals, y equals, z equals coordinates, and then it will be the coordinates of where you want to send them. So I'm going to set up this little area right here with the colored blocks, and I'm going to pick the very center coordinates to do this. Now that I've got those coordinates, let's plug them in. So I'm just going to enlarge this so you can see. So then that'll be / at player, close square bracket, square equals coordinate, y equals coordinate, z equals coordinate, radius equals 3, and then the coordinates you're going to send them to. Now this also needs to be a chain unconditional always active, and now we can test it out. So if I'm standing on this side, Press the button, I get the winner, and it sends me down here. Now if we stand on this side and press the button, we just get the loser and we don't get teleported. So we now need to do the exact same but down there. So I'm going to quickly do this part. And of course, if you can do this, it's as simple as selecting all and copying it, pasting it, and then changing the coordinates like I am now, 7, 8 instead of 7, 2. And same with this side, it'll be 7, 8 instead of 7, 2. And now we should be able to see that if I'm on this side and the winner presses the button, oh, of course, don't forget, like I just did, you need to change that to a chain unconditional always active. Now when we press the button on this side, we get the loser and we get teleported down here to our little pad. And that's basically it, ladies and gentlemen, for that particular part of the commands. All you have to do now is copy this over to this side, making sure that you reverse the coordinates. So I'm going to quickly go and do that very easily. I'm going to copy and paste everything. So Control A, copy, and then Control paste. And then all I have to do now is change the last set of coordinates to match the opposite side, so that would be the middle block, which is right there. Making sure that I change all of these to chain unconditional always active, which I'm going to quickly do right now. I'm going to quickly copy this over and I will be back. And there we go, so that's all copied. Now if I put a block on this side with a button, we can test it out, and as you can see, I get the winner. If I'm on this side and we press this button, I get the loser. So there you go, that's that part all done and dusted. Now you could leave it there if you really wanted to, but we're going to go a little bit further and we're going to expand a little bit more on here. So what we're going to do is, I think right here we're going to have a button. Right here and here we're going to have 2 command blocks. So I'm going to set that up right now. We may have to dig down a couple because there's going to be a few command blocks. I'm going to give myself some space and we'll get to it. So we're going to need 3 command blocks in total. So I'm going to plug them in right here. So 1, 2 and 1 more down, 3. Same on the other side. So let's make myself some space to do this. And now what we want to do is we want to make a little tunnel right here and right here. Grab ourselves some redstone and a repeater. Don't forget repeater. Have a repeater going in there, a repeater going into there, and make a little redstone line that goes to the middle. So I'm just going to dig out this little area right here, dig it out right there, redstone there, and join those 2 up like so. Keeps it all nice and hidden. We can replace this block here, place a button. As you can see, they light up and activate the command blocks. So the first one is going to be a teleport command. So we're going to be doing a /TP at player square bracket r equals 2. Close that square bracket. Now what that will now do is anyone in this area, so it'll be 1 and 2, anyone in this square will get teleported. Let's do right here, we'll have a little block and we'll do the same on this side like so. So it'll teleport them straight into here onto that block where they can start. So we take this coordinate. Okay, so I've put in the coordinates, and this one's going to be an impulse unconditional need to redstone. Let's quickly test it out. So I'm standing in this block, press the button, get TP'd right onto this block right here. Next, what we want to do is have a title. So that'd be /title at player title go. like so, and we need to change that to a chain always active, unconditional. And then finally, in this one, we want to go /give at player ladder 64. Oh, space 64. So /give at player ladder 64. Make that a chain unconditional always active. Now, if we quickly put all these blocks back like so, if I now stand here and press the button, it tells you to go, gives you 64 ladders, and away you go. You can start the game. And now all you have to do is copy those exact command blocks to the other side, making sure that you change the coordinates to match. Also, just a quick side note, what I would do is add a 20 tick delay to the title at player title go, so then when you actually press the button again, you get teleported and then it says go. So it doesn't say it straight away, and it gives you an opportunity like so. Okay, so that's that part done. We can now clear all this up, tidy it all up, and yeah, let's clear my inventory. Just make sure it works on this side as well. Yep, teleports me to the right block, tells me to go, gives me ladders. Now it gave me 2 sets of ladders because I've got a command block here saying give it to the closest player, and obviously when you get teleported here, you will be the closest player to that command block, and when you get teleported to this side, if you're on that side, you will be the closest player to that command block, so you will each get a set of ladders. So we no longer need these. We can get rid of them, get rid of those. I'm also going to put a fence like so, because we don't need anyone coming in and out. You don't need it anymore. Now what we're going to do is, obviously you may have some leftover ladders. What I'll do right here is have a command block with an empty chest right there, command block on top, and we're going to put in a clone command. So it'll be /clone, and it'll be tiddly 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 space tiddly 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 space tiddly tiddly tiddly. And now all we have to do is change the very first one to be -1 in the middle, so that would be the Y coordinate, and then this one we just want to be 2. And then we should change this to a repeat unconditional always active. Hey, I said repeat, thank you very much. There we go. Oh, that's not right. Hey, no. Stop that. That's not how it works. Of course, this one also needs to be -1. So that'd be -1, -1, and then +2. So we can get rid of that one, we don't need that anymore. Otherwise we'd end up with an endless chain! Do not make my mistake, please do not make my mistake. Okay, so let's just double make sure. It is /clone tiddly tiddly -1 tiddly space tiddly tiddly -1 tiddly space tiddly tiddly 2 tiddly. That's a lot of tiddlies. Repeat unconditional always active, and then we can replace the blocks that go underneath there like so. And now when you put your ladders in there, they disappear like so. Right? Obviously this is my survival gear. Those are not my survival gear, so I'll get rid of them because it's not fair that I have those. And so yeah, once you're finished, you can put the ladder in there and it will get rid of it. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the entire tutorial for the speed climb command block tutorial for mini games and everything else. Do keep an eye out. A little shout out to Mr. H. He is currently in development of his YouTube channel. He's just setting himself up. So definitely keep an eye out for Mr. H's YouTube channel. I will put links in all my descriptions as soon as he is up and running. Make sure that you go and subscribe, because we're going to be doing lots of collabs with him, and we're going to be doing lots of cool minigame stuff. Things and stuff to do with minigames and everything else. So make sure that you like, comment and subscribe. Ring the notification bell to get notified when I upload next. Keep an eye out for Mr. H's YouTube channel when it pops up in my descriptions. And yeah. Till next time, bye bye.
Wait for them to ask you who you know.